Let's see if I can get that squirrel. You can probably hear not too much wildlife today. It just was a big rain. Oh, there's Duke's van, or one of Duke's friends' van, and let's see on the porch. Okay. So I'm just sitting outside. It's about afternoon o'clock, and I'm having some coffee. I don't usually drink coffee in the afternoon, but we just bought our mom a new coffee maker. It makes really good coffee. So today is February 10th, and it's a Friday, and yeah, I'm here in Fort McCoy, which is about maybe 20-25 minutes from Ocala, and about 30 to 45 minutes. 30 minutes would be going pretty fast. 40 to 50 minutes out to Gainesville in the other direction. And we're smack in the middle here in the Ocala National Forest, and that's where I've been since before Thanksgiving. Leaving on Monday, so it's been about 3 months. I'd say half of November to half of February here. I have mixed feelings, but overall it's been really good. Why did I do these 3 months? Well, okay, so I was, my contract was up with my school, so instead of re-sign the contract, it was just easier to just say, look, I'm gonna finish my contract, and you leave on good terms. You don't leave people hanging. You're able to take some extra time off. Well, look, okay, nobody likes to travel during the holidays. So you got Thanksgiving, and then you've got Christmas and New Year's. So got that out of the way by getting over here before Thanksgiving. And then luckily, on the other end, Chinese New Year came early this year. It was in late January. It's usually around this time in February. I'm getting all these memories on my Facebook, which is telling me that, this happened 2 years ago. This happened 4 years ago. This happened. And so usually Chinese New Year is right around this time. And we also what happened with Southwest Airlines, and I just saw that again like 2 days ago on the news. They're having to testify in front of Congress. So a lot of cancellation, a lot of delays. And the other thing too that I just should add to all this is we bought these tickets three or so years ago. We had to use these tickets. Soko flew out to see me, but she was only here for 1 week. That's all. Really, she's got a job, so she can only stay that long. Usually, I only come out here. I fly all this way, and I usually only stay for 10 days. So that's already baked into the cake. There's nothing to be done about changing that time. I even briefly thought about going back early. That would cost money. Delay my flight a little bit. That's going to cost money. So I'm out of money, everybody's out of money, and it was just a terrible time to come. It's actually tax season, and it's after Christmas when you have to pay a bunch of bills and everything. So I didn't get to see a lot of people while I was here. I got to see family, which is paramount, which is the most important. I got a friend down in Tampa, got another friend up in Palatka, and just as people all over the place. And the bottom line is, I don't have a car, so Amy has to drive me everywhere, which I'm not making a criticism about that. That's just how it is. So I usually try to time my trips with it when she's going into Gainesville or going out to Ocala. You know, I just can't, and I don't really feel comfortable asking her to, hey, let's just go into Keystone one day and just tool around. Let's hook up with so-and-so. No, it's just been insane trying to hook up with people. Even one of my friends, my two friends from Taiwan, they were here in Florida while I was here. It's like, oh, so they were down in the Everglades, and if I'd never been to Florida, I would be down in the Everglades. That's definitely a good place to check out, especially my friend's husband, because he's a botanist, so he probably really enjoyed that. And they're from Peru. So yeah, I mean, I kind of miss the Taiwan, the international community, and just being able to relate to people about traveling and stuff. Now, traveling in America means going to another state. Anyways, yeah, she's like, well, where are you? Maybe we'll swing by. And I said, I'm about 70 miles north of you. So I think then they went down to the Northern Keys, and I said, well, that was probably good. Go down to maybe Key Largo, something like that. And so, but you know, it's like don't bother Key West. It's kind of a big tourist trap. If you've never been there, you know the Anatosha is the name of it, the museum. Largest find of silver ever in a shipwreck, I believe. And also, I think the Ernest Hemingway Museum is down there. It's one of his houses, which is in Key West. And the other one, I think, is the real famous one, is in Cuba, where all the cats are. That might be Key West. That's all the cats. Well, he was a big cat person. And but you know, if you ever look at Key West like from an aerial photograph, it just looks like a giant square slab of concrete in the middle of the ocean. And once you've seen it, and if you're Floridian, it's a little overdone, you know. So, but yeah, I'm a unicorn. My family are unicorns. We're all from Florida. We're actual Florida natives, you know. So that's been a disappointment as far as just trying to see some people. But that's, you know, I came here really just to get like a lot of stuff done, and I usually do that. And this is the first chance I've gotten back since my father's passed away. And part of what I'm supposed to do while I'm out here is go through everything in this house, which I'll show you in just a little bit. So there's a room in the back here with some books and all my artwork and everything. And it's been just crazy sifting through all of that. Just my entire life out here. And there's like my dad's old musical instruments everywhere. There's a bucket of harmonica somewhere in the house I still haven't found. You know, just a lot of memorabilia just from a lifetime of stuff. I was trying to get my teaching certificate, didn't get that done, but I got 90% of the information to figure out how to do the last 10%. That's a good way to put it. And I got my Florida driver's license switched over to this address, which was just a big feat because you got to bring in utility bills and prove that you live here and everything. And by a miracle, we got that all done. So yeah, I'll just take you into that. Yeah, so there's my paintings I did of the UF tower. Trying to do so on my shoulder. These are the other two. So I did this one while I was here, just last month or so, Florida Clock Tower, and that's the St. Augustine. What is it? The art college down there. And then back here, a kind of weird little shrine they made to my dad. My sister brought this in. I enjoyed looking at it for a few days, but I don't know, I'm getting an overdose of my dad. You know, after he's passed away and everything. Some Salvador Dali reproductions that came from his office. And yes, this has been my little workstation here. Been trying to practice a Burt Bacharach song on my trumpet. Just found these collection of Joseph Campbell. Can you see here on the thing? I don't think you can. Let me see here. Trumpet behind the trumpet. This is all a mess. This is all going to be packed up, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all these paints. This is the book room, which it's a storage room, whatever. Mostly just books, and more books. Tons of my artwork. I actually just did that, and that's not going to get finished while I'm here. I'm here for 2 more days, and there's a lot of stuff like this, Mardi Gras beads and stuff. And I'm just, you know, I'm constantly finding stuff in here. I could be here for another 3 months or whatever. And over here, I'll give you an example of just the stuff that just kind of gets me a little mental. Tons of my dad's notes everywhere. He was a lawyer. He just took notes whenever he got a phone call, everything, gas, bills. Wrote down. So I thought that's not my father's handwriting. He just wrote in this really beautiful cursive. This is Dave. I borrowed your tent and sleeping pads. We'll return them on Sunday. Thanks, Dave Bell. And a lot of my artwork I found, and a lot of my prints. A lot of sketches. All of this stuff was for 90% of it here, all for college assignments I had to do in all my art classes. But I thought that was worth a quick look, just those two places there. Oh, sorry. So Dave Bell, that little note there, that's yeah, he's a good friend of my father's and many of my dad's friends, and he passed away last time I was here, just after I went back, like 6 months after I went back. He had long-term cancer, so I got to say goodbye to him, and so there's a lot of ghosts in this house. I don't really believe in real ghosts, but I mean, you know what I mean. A lot of memories. And you just pull something out, you see a photograph, and it's like, I'll tell you one time, the thing about smell and memories is true. I was once going through this cabinet, beautiful sideboard that I think is down in my mother's house in Sebastian. I pulled out this candle, and whew, I remember this Christmas from when I was like 6 years old. And I remember that candle sitting up there, and it was like, and then I put it away, and it was like, I thought it was maybe like a hallucination or something like that. And then like a few years later, that same candle was still in there. Pulled it out, and I was like, the childhood memory that just got like unlocked from the scent of that candle. It's really crazy. So I mean, you know, there's something to that. So it's like, just go through, you find a photograph here or there, and the good things I got done, solid good things. I mean, the DMV stuff, and like I said, I know a lot what I need to do now. When I get back to Taiwan, I think I'll have a laser focus on what I want to get done, actually over like the next 15 months. And we have to go to Japan, me and Soko, because it's the anniversary of her father's death. So that's like, it's kind of like a second funeral, and so this is important. I have to go do this thing. So that's going to be in June or July, and I'm going to meet a lot of her relatives, and I speak Mandarin. 我会讲国语，可是我不会讲日文. The only thing I can say in Japanese are just a few phrases and count to 10 and say yes and no, but I'm going to probably pick up a little bit of Japanese, because in Taiwan, actually, I went through trouble to learn Mandarin, and I'd never get to use it. I have not used Chinese once. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares about Chinese writing. No, nothing. I have no judgment on that. That's just how it is. But in Taiwan, also, anybody under 30, they're going to speak English. So you can easily survive in Taiwan without having to learn Mandarin. If anything, maybe just learn Taiwanese. Got to see my aunt twice, and got to see my uncle who came down, stopped to see his boat, and a lot of people got to meet Soko. That was really nice. A lot of positive vibes about that. So let's wrap this up and just say that you guys have a happy Friday, and happy Year of the Rabbit, and I'll see my friends in Taiwan pretty soon, and hopefully my sister will be coming back with my mom. She went down to South Florida to pick her up. That's a long 2-hour drive, so, and so that's 2 hours down. She probably went, and then she's got to come back 2 hours back, and she's probably helping her pack up as much stuff as she can, come back up here. So I'm gonna leave on Monday. I'll get 2 days out of the whole time I've been here to see my mom. It's been nice. So I definitely am gonna make a plan to get back up here. So all right, you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. them, yeah.
Different ones. There you go. God, looks like a great day to fish.
Oh my God. Why do they jump like that? Is there any reason they're getting away from
I
something?
thought sometimes they were escaping things.
Yeah, maybe something's chasing them
I've
like a
heard
gator.
sometimes they're trying to get rid of vermin on their skin. I don't know, maybe they just like the joy of jumping. I just saw two jumping once on the left side of us.
What day is today?
This is Sunday. Turns, but I don't know. No, wait, No, they use clip.
You gonna do the big one?
You can break off.
Try and break that off.
I think you should get.
Do I need to get a clip?
Yeah, I think you need. She's done it. She got it
Oh,
off.
you did. Bring it, Jay.
You pick it up.
Bring it here.
Use
So
two
the
hands.
bottom's okay. That's okay.
All right.
Hey, great.
Here, let me get a picture.